You are now entering the world of a movie review. A world full of drama, joy, ridicule, movie spoilers, unpopular opinions, and adult humor for as far as the eye can see. Welcome to An Evening at the Movies.
Welcome to An Evening at the Movies. Hi, everybody. For those of you who don't know, this is An Evening at the Movies, the movie-based podcast where we eat the stale popcorn, we drink the watered-down sodas, we talk about all of our favorite movies and why we love them. Um, as always, joining me for this hellaciously fun joyride that we have in store for you all today, everybody's favorite co-host, which is that way. Say hi,
Yeah.
everybody's favorite co-host.
You pointed the wrong way, but that's okay. What's up,
I did not
everybody?
point it that way.
You're pointing away from me, but whatever.
I'm sorry that your computer in backwoods Texas is freaking ass backwards.
I don't think Texas has anything to do with that, but okay.
Well, everything is ass backwards in Texas.
Well, that's true.
Just saying.
That is true.
So, I'm very happy to be here. My co-hostess is very happy to be here too. I'm hoping because we
Yeah.
have a lot of fun shenanigans planned for today because not only is it a very special episode of An Evening at the Movies, which we will get to in a second, but we are set to kick off our second of 12 themes for the year of 2026. Last month we talked about the Razzie Awards and all the quote unquote worst movies in America. Um, but I wipe my hands of that. We are done talking about bad movies. We're going to talk about movies this month, though, that are slept on 80s movies. So, um, in my mind, it's not necessarily a slept on 80s movie, isn't necessarily a bad movie per se. It's just a
No.
great movie that doesn't get the attention that it so rightfully deserves. Which
Agreed.
there's a lot of 80s movies that would fall under this category. We could probably do a whole year of slept on 80s movies and still have a wealth of movies left over at the end of the year. Because
For sure.
let's be honest, the 80s was the year of cinema. I said what I said, and it's my day in 2 days, but still, it's my day. So nobody is allowed to argue with me on my day. So I win. So,
Alrighty.
um, but yet, like I said, though, I mean, if you can't tell from the display name underneath my beautiful, smiling, gray bearded face, it is the last episode of my 48th year on this planet. So
Woo!
um, I feel like there's something, well, there's actually two things that need to happen at this point. Um, one of which is I'm going to play something that I have not been allowed to watch so that everybody can enjoy it with me. The other one, I feel like my co host should know what it is. And does she want to do it before I play the video or after I play the video?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You do too.
I do not.
You do because you're going to get us kicked off of YouTube.
Oh, you're wanting me to sing?
Yes.
I'll do it after.
Okay.
I'll think about it. I've actually already warmed up for this song because I sang it to Sasha too. So I'm ready to go.
Shit. I forgot to do that video yesterday.
That's
Oops.
She got some love.
Oh, I'm sure she got plenty of. I did not make these ranking podcast network love.
Little baby
So
Sasha turning 4. Oh.
she's almost as old as An Evening at the Movies, but we will get to that at the end of the episode as well. So, okay, then I will play the video that my amazing co-host has sent me and told me not to watch, which I have not watched. So
It is obviously birthday messages from people that know and love you.
I don't know about love, but we'll
They're at
go
least going
with.
to lie to you today.
Okay, well, I mean, it is my birthday, so Saturday is my birthday, but it's a good time to lie to Casey anyway. So roll them.
Hey, Casey. Sounds like you got another year added to your belt as if you couldn't get old enough. Nah, but in reality, man, I wish you nothing but the very best on your birthday. I'm so glad I got to meet you, and it's been a pleasure knowing you, sir. Enjoy your day.
It's a good day. It's a special day. Casey, you're getting old. Not as old as me, but you're getting old. I have never met you in person, but you are still one of my best friends in the world. And I know people that I see all the time that I'm not as close with than I am with you. And we have never been in the same place together. Hopefully that happens soon. But I just wanted to say that to just let you know how much I appreciate you, how much I love you. You are one of my best friends. I'm going to keep moving around just to make you all jiggly. Hope you have a fantastic, wonderful birthday. You're one of the best people I know. Have a good one. Happy birthday!
Happy birthday. You are getting old. I am surrounded by old people. However, I have my son in the background. Let me know how young I really am. So, anyway, happy birthday, Casey.
Yo, what up, Casey? It's your boy CJ. I want to wish you a happy birthday. I'm glad things have been going good for you these last couple of years because we know there's been some down times, But yeah, there's only good times ahead, right? Right? Yeah, only good times ahead, man. Yeah, keep it going, keep it pushing, and have a great fucking day, bro.
Happy birthday, Plobster. So glad that we've known each other since 2020 and that I get to celebrate birthday with you on An Evening at the Movies, and then we get to celebrate An Evening at the Movies birthday. You're an awesome dude, a great podcaster, and a great friend, and I hope you have the bestest birthday ever. Mwah. And hold on, one more that I couldn't get to the video.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, KCB. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, buddy. I hope it's a great one.
That was from G.
Obviously, it sounds like G.
I
appreciate all of the birthday wishes from everybody, and I'll save the thank yous for after Amanda's now.
Well, that's okay. I just want to say, Dre, you can get fucked talking about all the old people surrounding you. Screw you. And yeah, I hope that baby reminds you how old you actually are every single day. Just kidding. Thank you for the message, but also get fucked. All right. Here we go. Ba-na-na-na-na-na, it's your birthday. Ba-na-na-na-na-na, we're gonna have a good time. I think if I put the pause in there, maybe they won't get us. Ba-na-na-na-na-na, say it's your birthday. Ba-na-na-na-na-na, happy birthday to ya. Do you like this thing I have going on? I don't know why I did that. Happy birthday. I was like, if I pause for dramatic effect, maybe YouTube won't catch on. Well, I in no way sound like the Beatles. I think we're fine as long as we don't play the music.
I was gonna say it's not the first time that you've sang that on any of the podcasts.
Very true.
We only got flagged the one time, so
And that time I played the music. So I played the
True.
song.
So I wish I was had enough of attention span to know what the damn copyright laws were, so I knew what we could and couldn't do. But whatever. So definitely, though, 100%. Thank you, everybody, for all the birthday wishes. Definitely, Josh, Harvey, Dre, CJ, Lobster, Gene, everybody out there. I appreciate the love, and it's nice to know as the gray hairs come in a little bit thicker every day that I bring just a little bit of happiness and enjoyment to all of your lives. So, one more trip around the sun, and oh dear God, I don't even want to know what the next one's going to bring because that's a whole new decade.
In the words of Pitbull, every day above ground is a good day.
Exactly. And
mostly, sometimes.
Well,
I appreciate the sentiment, but he's kind of wrong. But hey.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie, he is, because we can discuss that in our DMs after the show is over, because we don't discuss the subject on an evening at the movies. So you know what subject I'm referring to.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yes, so back to the fact that, you know, we are doing the year of the theme on an evening at the movies. Like I said, we did Razzies last month. This month we're doing slept on 80s movies. And next month we're doing up and coming female in Hollywood, buddy cops, a whole bunch of other stuff that we'll get to as we get closer to each and every one of the themes. But we've got a big year planned on an evening at the movies. But we cannot get to that without wrapping up year number 4 on an evening at the movies. And that is what we are here to do tonight. Because next time we are back with you on Monday, an evening at the movies will be not 4, but 5 years old. So, considering the amount of independent podcasts that don't make it a year, an evening at the movies making it 5 years is a huge pat on the back.
I've been sticking around.
So, there's definitely a lot better, in my opinion anyway. Not saying that we're not great, but there's better podcasts out there that haven't even made it 5 years. So, you know, hats off to an evening at the movies, but we'll get into that next week. I will say this though, if sometime during this episode, something arrives at my door, you may have to ad lib for a minute.
Oh, okay.
So that I can go and get it. If you know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
That would. Otherwise, I'll save it and we'll do it on Monday. So, all right. Are we ready to get into this week's movie?
Yeah.
Now that I've rambled long enough. So, all right. This week we are here to discuss the movie Secret Admirer, which released on June 14th, 1985. And I am not going to lie. I'm not spoiling anything I want to say later in this episode. But if you did not know what year this movie released before you watched it, watching this movie, you know when it fucking released.
Well, not what year specifically, but you know it's the 80s. Come on.
I will technically, I gave Brandy that option and she guessed from watching it and not looking it up. that it was a 1985 movie.
Okay, but I mean, this could have been anywhere from 84 to 86, in my opinion. So,
Oh yeah, it's definitely a smack dab in the middle of the 80s movie. So, for those of you
I
who
mean, you
don't
can.
know, okay, go ahead.
Oh, sorry, I was going to say you can tell that it's post Outsiders. See Thomas Howell, but that's really about it. I mean, that dude has looked young for such a long time that it was kind of hard to tell, but you could definitely tell this was like post Outsiders. But other than that,
Oh yeah, it's definitely post Outsiders and pre Soul Man. If you grew
Oh
up at the same
God.
time we did, you will understand the reference. So, moving along though, whether she knows it or not, this movie was directed by Amanda's long lost uncle, David Greenwalt.
No relation, unfortunately, although I do have a cousin named David Greenwalt. I wish I was related to this guy. He went on to create Buffy the Vampire Slayer
Yeah,
or help. So, but yeah.
I think he was one of the three, along with some other girl and Joss Whedon.
Joss,
So.
yeah. For people that don't know, my maiden name is Greenwald. So, but that was always a reason for me to watch this movie, just to see my last name on a movie screen, because it's not a common last name. It's more common than Kohlhofer, but
well, yeah, but I was gonna say neither is your married last name, but
yeah, I went from a mostly German name to an even more complicated German name. What are you gonna
do? Again, no comment. Let's see. This movie was released by Orion Pictures. It had a $7 million budget, and it made a whopping $8.6 million.
Ooh, just barely landed in the black.
Yeah, that was my exact comment when I was doing the notes this morning. Was wow, 1.6. That's squeaking it in there for a profit.
But it was played regularly on cable TV because that's how I saw it and fell in love with it as a kid. So they got their residual checks.
Very true. If you have not seen this movie, and judging by the number of reviews it got on that stupid website, I'm guessing many of you have not seen this movie.
Hence it being a slept-on 80s movie.
Well, yeah. It is available to watch on the Prime /MGM Plus.
Oh, okay.
I believe that one, or on her computer screen anyway, that one. Watched it on the Tubi this week.
Yes.
So if you do it that way, you'll have to suffer through the ads.
But it's free.
But it's free, yes.
Yeah.
But the ads will pop up at the most inopportune moments.
They really will. I messaged Casey earlier, and if you know, you know, and if you don't, I'm not going to explain it. But my comment was, Tubi has even worse timing for ads than AMC does. If you ever watch AMC Fear Fest and you've seen when they cut to commercials during these horror movies, you would know what I'm talking about, specifically Halloween. So
exactly.
Anyway, Tubi has even worse timing. But that's okay. I enjoy Tubi. There's lots of good fun to be had over there. And it's free.
And it tends to have some of the off-the-wall stuff that other streaming services don't have, per se. So,
and I don't see those stupid Christy Gnome ads on Tubi, which I appreciate, because some of the other streaming services have those in it. Oh, sorry, we're not supposed to talk about that. Anyway, just saying. Any day I don't see Christy Gnome in my face talking about immigration is a good day.
Yeah. That's because all the other services bow down to the peer pressure of El Bago douche.
It's like her collagen-filled lips just come at you from out of nowhere. You're just watching the screen and bam! And I'm like,
Yeah.
whoa, back it off, bitch. Back it off.
Let's see. Before we get to the Rotten Tomato scores, I will say I do have a new category to bring up on this.
Okay.
This movie, the musical score is composed by one Mr. Jan Hammer. For those of you who did not grow up in the 80s and fully understand and can
I know.
appreciate that name,
I know. I had to.
Amanda, why is Jan Hammer a significant name in the music industry?
I really wish I could sing this song, but now that I'm on the spot, it's completely lost on me. But he did the soundtrack to Miami Vice. Quintessential 80s. You know it as soon as you hear it, even though
Yeah,
I can't reiterate it right now or repeat it, whatever word,
yeah, it there's absolutely no questioning. You hear the first note of that song and you know Miami Vice.
Yeah.
So, uh, hey,
What? Oh. Casey is looking at comments and Brandy is giving him shit.
yes, Brandy is here talking shit, because that's what Brandy does, and well, I mean, she deals with me on a daily basis, so I guess she's allowed. But anyway, I have not one, but two Rotten Tomato scores. Would you like to take a wild guess as to what this movie got on Rotten Tomatoes?
I'm going to guess these scores are low because anyone that took the time to review this movie that hardly anybody's ever heard of probably gave it shit reviews. Um, I mean, it's the quintessential 80s teen comedy. It follows the formula, and those don't typically get a lot of love if it's not like, well, anyway. I'm going to say the tomato meter.
And Brandy said yes, she is allowed to give me shit.
Of course she is. She's known you the longest. I'm going to say the tomato meter is 39%. And I'm going to say the popcorn meter is about 46%. Sure, that's what we'll go with.
One, you are very close on. One, you're not even in the fucking ballpark.
All right.
You're so far out of the ballpark, you're the New England Patriots on Sunday.
We'll see. We'll see.
Does the shit talking begin?
We'll see.
On 2,500 plus reviews, the popcorn meter gave this movie a whopping 65%.
Ooh, yay! That makes me happy. I'm glad to be wrong about that.
On 12, not 11, 12, no ballpark number, it's 12 critic reviews. The critics gave this movie a 33% on the tomato meter.
All right. That's fine. They're uncultured swine. It's all right.
I'm not spoiling what I'm going to say in my review and my rating, but the Rotten Tomatoes was not around in the 80s, so obviously these are recent reviews.
Well, that's the point I always make.
This movie is a quintessential 80s movie. I mean, it's typical. I mean, it follows the 80s movie formula from opening credits to the payoff at the end of the movie.
Right.
So
you have to watch this through the candy-coated 80s nostalgia filter if you're going to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Um,
So
although I'm not going to lie, I still think it holds up. And that may be the nostalgia talking. And again,
I mean, we're gonna get to the
candy
plot
heart colored 80s glasses, but whatever.
Well, and we're gonna get to the plot description here in just a second, but
Yes.
I mean, you can modernize the story and it still holds up.
Well,
So
this is already basically a loose but sort of retelling of Cyrano de Bergerac. I mean, it's very much
Yeah.
like that story. You could do it now, and the stuff would probably be sent through text messages from burner phones, but still.
yeah, no, that's what I'm saying though, is like, yeah, between the DMs and the tweets and the cell phones and the text messages and the all of that, yeah.
All right. Well, let's tell the people what it's about. Michael, played by C. Thomas Howell, which we'll get to the cast because this has a pretty stacked cast, like for real. Okay. Michael,
Even if you don't know the names, you're gonna know the faces.
Yeah. Well, and now everybody should know most of these names, but back when the movie came out, you probably only knew a couple of them.
Yeah.
Michael has been in love with Debbie for as long as he can remember, not realizing that his female best friend Tony is secretly pining for him. He leaves Debbie an anonymous letter, and soon the two begin a relationship, while a jealous Tony is forced to watch from afar. Meanwhile, the letter is found by Debbie's parents and sparks suspicion and accusations of philandering among them and their neighbors. That really doesn't do it justice because a big point of the story is that, and I don't know why, but Lori Loughlin got her forgery and letter writing skills started early. I'm sorry, I had to. I'm sorry.
I mean, it was going to come out at some point in this episode. So, I mean, no offense to Aunt Becky, but the joke was out there. Somebody had to bite.
But as much as Tony loves Michael, she really is scheming behind the scenes to help him and Debbie be together, which I do not understand. But whatever. I don't know if
multiple different levels too, because she's all trying to help Debbie. She's trying to help Michael.
Like okay,
be selfish, lady.
Basically, this is what happens for the people that don't know. Spoiler, it's going to spoil it. It doesn't matter. Tony writes Michael a letter, leaves it in his locker on the last day of school. He doesn't know who it's from, and pretty soon he even forgets about that letter, which really bothers me about this movie. But he decides he wants to write Debbie a letter and have Tony give it to her. And if she brushes it off, then Debbie won't know who it's from. Nobody gets hurt. Tony opens the letter, reads it, decides it's terrible because it is, rewrites the letter, and gives it to Debbie. And of course, Debbie falls in love with Michael based on Tony's letter writing skills. Bitch, all you had to do was give her that greeting card copied letter, and Michael's all yours. I don't understand why she's trying to help them be together when she's in love with Michael. That never made sense to me.
Yeah.
You give him that first letter and this whole problem goes away.
there's definitely some stupid ass teenagers in this movie. And
I mean, I think she just wants to help Michael because she wants him to be happy because she's desperately in love and is a doormat.
Yeah, I mean, Michael, not the sharpest crayon in the box. Tony would go on to go to jail for forging letters to get her child into college. Debbie, oh God, she's high maintenance.
She is
Roger. Oh my God, Roger needs Barney Stinson. Bro code education.
If Roger got a glow up though, he could have been kind of cute. I'm not gonna lie. I thought Roger was kind of adorable. He just needed some
Yeah,
help.
but as far as maturity wise, though, there's no maturity growth for that character from point A to point B.
Okay, but they're all like 16, 17. Are you telling me you never lied about how far you went with a girl to impress your friends?
Never.
Okay, well, that would make you in the minority, I think.
And if you believe that, I have a bridge in Santa Clara to tell
Exactly,
you.
exactly. Hell, I've lied about how far I've been with a guy to impress my friends, so it can go both ways. But finding out that Roger told everybody he had sex with Tony didn't surprise me. Tony's revenge, however, was one of my favorite scenes of the movie. Beat the shit out of his van with a baseball bat. I loved it.
Yeah, I mean, he deserved it.
Oh, yeah, he did.
So,
He's lucky he didn't get that bat to the face.
yeah. So, we will definitely get into all of this. What is it about this movie that helped you fall in love with the story?
I mean, I obviously saw this movie when I was way too young to understand a lot of it. Hence the he told me that you boffed his brains out in his van. When I was a kid, I had no idea what they were talking about. Didn't distract from the enjoyment I got from her beating the shit out of his car, but so watching it again as an adult, it's like, stuff makes more sense. But I think as a young kid, this movie just made me want to fall in love. Like, and I am going to give credit to it's not the score, so it's not Yawn, but it's like the love theme for the song, which was done by somebody else.
Yeah.
Brock Walsh, no clue. But the love theme to this movie is such beautiful music, and it always plays at like the most like heartfelt times where you just like you want to root for these people and you want to, be a teenager and fall in love and the fashion. Oh my god. Say what you want about Debbie, she was so fucking well dressed. And Tony, that outfit she wore to that frat party, like 100% zero notes, amazing outfit. So this movie was very fashion forward when it came to Debbie. Although the way she talks about shopping, her parents don't seem that rich. Now, granted, stuff in the 80s.
Debbie? Her mom's a college professor.
And dad's a cop.
What I was going to say, yeah. It doesn't even look like she's like a university teacher. It looks like she's a community college teacher or junior college teacher.
Right.
And her dad is a mid-level lieutenant detective in the local police department.
It's LA. Like, come on.
Yeah.
But it's the 80s. Suspension of disbelief is automatically expected. I don't know. This movie was so fun. I've seen it a million times. I've mentioned this before. It's one of the movies my brother and I would just watch over and over and over because it had the slapstick comedy. It had, the misdirection and the miscommunication that made it, funny, but it still had like the heart, of people trying to fall in love. And I don't know. It's a really fun movie for me, and I still think it holds up. But you tell me, because you only recently saw this for the first time, right?
Yeah, this is the one movie out of our whole schedule for the month that I have only seen a small handful of times. And most of those, well, all of those were recently in the recent past as I was prepping for this episode.
People that don't know, I've been begging for this movie to go on the schedule for a while. So when we got to pick our slept on 80s movies, this was my first choice.
Yeah. She went back and forth trying to figure out how to get a different movie on the schedule. And lo and behold, that movie isn't coming up this month on That Evening at the Movies. It will be coming to you later on down the road.
It's My Best Friend's a Vampire. Go ahead and watch it so you've seen it. Okay.
Yes. But yeah, this movie was never even an inkling of a thought in the front of her head as to possibly be getting dropped for My Best Friend's a Vampire.
No.
I mean, she dropped Ruthless People 17 times while she was going back and forth over it. And I'm not judging for
Outrageous
that.
Fortune was in there too, so it's
like I said at the beginning, you
too many
literally
good
could
ones.
do 52 weeks straight of slept on 80s movies and still have extras left over at the end of the year.
But anyway.
So, but yeah. So yeah, like I was saying though, I've only seen it a couple of times, but nothing that Amanda said about this movie is wrong. I mean, this movie also is, I don't necessarily know where it comes in the order of the grand scheme of things, but it's one of the movies semi-responsible for giving us the late, great Corey Haim.
Mm-hmm. And the late, great Kelly Preston.
I was going to get to Kelly Preston before we wrapped up this discussion. Trust me.
I figured. Well, I know, but yeah.
We weren't getting out of this discussion without a discussion.
And she shows her boobs. That had to have made you happy.
I wasn't going to go down that road and say that, but Guma, Plobster,
I mean,
just Guma.
It's an 80s rom-com. There's got to be some boobs. Although now it's kind of like, do we want to talk about that? Because she died of breast cancer. Maybe we should be respectful. But hey, they were nice boobs. So Thomas Howell was lucky to get to sit in front of them.
Yeah. Yeah, not going to lie. But yeah, well, and on top of it, you know what my top 5 list is for in a couple minutes. So we definitely were not getting out of this without some reference to Kelly Preston. So, but yeah, the cast in this movie is okay.
Stacked.
Just to solidify my point even more, C. Thomas Howell, who everybody has seen in a wealth of things.
Although he's ruined for me now. In fact, it was hard to watch this movie again. Criminal Minds, if you know, you know, he is ruined for me.
Yeah.
And if you don't know, don't find out. It will destroy your soul.
Yeah.
Probably top 5, one of the most awful episodes of TV I've ever watched. So.
Yeah.
He played that part. He really did, but anyway, okay.
Talk about method. But yeah, Lori Loughlin, Kelly Preston. I'm not even going to try and pronounce his last name, but Charlie Hogan from Stand By Me.
Mm-hmm.
Dee Wallace Stone, fresh
Dee
off
Wallace.
of her, freshly premature to her guest appearance on the Overlook, a Stephen King podcast with Tim Arnold and David Dewey Evans. Michael's dad is the dad from Flight of the Navigator.
Yeah.
Debbie's
Fred
dad.
Ward.
Yeah, Fred Ward is.
Oh my God, he's so funny in this movie.
He's Rube from Big Business. So yeah, I mean, stacked upon stacked upon stacked. Like I said, if you don't know the names, watch the movie and I can almost guarantee you'd be like, oh, I know him, I know him, I know her, blah blah blah
You
blah
got
blah.
Malachi from Children of the Corn making a small appearance.
Outlander.
Yeah. That kid had a good run in the 80s. I can't remember his name, but he was also in Can't Buy Me Love and
Courtney Gaines.
Courtney Gaines. There you go. Yeah.
But yeah, Children of the Corn, Can't Buy Me Love. So many other. I mean, I don't think he ever truly was a star of a movie per se, but
Right.
he was in just about everything of notoriety. He was in
I
The
mean, he was a
Burbs.
star of. Oh yeah, that's right. He was a star of Children of the Corn for sure. So,
Well, okay.
and yeah, Corey Haim. He has probably 7 minutes of screen time at most, but he makes the most of it. Like he's super
Well,
cute.
yeah, I mean,
Probably not even 7 minutes. Probably
if
like
I'm
4 minutes.
if I'm guessing, yeah, it's not very freaking. It's basically enough time to steal his brother's money and then
Right.
get caught at the end. But I'm guesstimating this is all right around the time Secret Admirer, Silver Bullet, and Lucas.
Mhm.
So, you know, it's right in that window of opportunity where, here, world, here's Corey Haim. And then coming fresh out of that, you're going to get the two Corys and the all of that. And
The Coreys were working their asses off in the early 80s.
yeah.
What's that other movie? I always forget the name of it. It had Corey Haim and Terry Garr, and she's like dating this really abusive guy. And anyway, Corey Haim's the little brother in it, and it's like another 80s movie nobody's ever heard of. But like just he had a lot of random roles like this one where it was like, but then he
Well,
had
and
his breaks and went bigger. But yeah.
again, not giving anything away, but another two Corys movie may be showing up on an evening at the movies in a few months.
Oh yeah. Maybe
Just
the
saying.
same month as My Best Friend's a Vampire. Mm.
I wonder what that theme could be.
I have no idea. It seems so obtuse and non-specific.
So, is there anything about this movie? So yeah, let me finish before I get to the.
Oh, sorry.
It doesn't
Yeah.
work. But no, this movie is. It screams 80s like there's no tomorrow. And like you said, though, at the same time, it easily can be relatable in today's society or in the 50s or the 60s, whatever. It's just a fitting type of story.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to move on to like the stuff that doesn't work. I think the only thing about this that doesn't really work for me, and it's a small complaint, but it feels like, so first of all, how are Tony and Debbie even friends? That's one thing. But inside of that being the friendship, it feels like it's supposed to be like a Duff situation where like Tony's supposed to be the not so attractive friend it's like supposed to be Keith and Watts and whatever that girl's name is. I can never remember.
Hold that thought for just a second.
Okay.
I didn't see the comment pop up, so I had to put it up there.
Well, read it for the people that aren't watching.
Oh, Brandy said,
Don't
and I
interrupt
quote,
me.
he sure talked about them boobs earlier today.
Today? Do you watch it again just for the boobs?
Well, I mean, there's never a bad time to talk about Kelly Preston's boobs.
Anyway, it felt like they were trying to make it a situation where Debbie is the hot chick and Tony's the not so hot chick that nobody really notices until they do. And the problem with that is Lori Loughlin is fucking beautiful. So it doesn't work. Like if you were trying to make it that kind of situation, which is a typical rom-com slash 80s, even 90s like thing, you got to choose somebody a little more homely because she's gorgeous. Other than that, not that Kelly Preston isn't gorgeous, but it's not like there's nothing homely about Tony. She's beautiful.
Okay.
She has good fashion
Ramble
sense.
as you will. Something just arrived.
Oh, okay. Casey's very excited for his birthday present from me. Anyway, yeah. So if you're going to try to play off the best friend as the goofy or lovable but not cute best friend, you should have picked a less attractive actress. I don't know. Anyway. I also don't know how we were supposed to believe that Steve was 20. That guy's at least 25. Dude is not that young. But also in the 80s, high school girls could date college guys and it wasn't frowned upon. But yeah, no way that guy was 20. Okay, he's back
right.
with a birthday present.
Okay, I'm opening. So,
Okay.
while I'm opening, though, I will say about the only complaint that I had about this movie is the same thing that Amanda said as well. Generally, in my opinion, when it comes to these type of stories, it's best suited when you have the overly hot chick and the semi homely looking other girl, and Lori
Like it
Loughlin
felt
is
like some kind of
not.
wonderful deal. And yeah, no. I mean, Mary Stuart Masterson is beautiful, but in that movie, they make her look kind of like, punk and like whatever.
Yeah.
Whereas Leah Thompson is like the traditionally beautiful girl that you're going to fall in love with. In this movie, both girls are stunning. So it's like,
Yeah.
yeah. Anyway.
So, but yeah, that's really honestly about the only thing I can complain about this movie. So,
I only have one other thing, and it was first of all, the whole school afloat thing. Who's going to spend their whole senior year of high school on a boat? And second, did you see that fucking boat? Ain't no way 50-something high schoolers are living on that boat for a year.
no.
I was expecting a cruise ship, and it's like a pirate boat. It's like a sailboat.
Yeah.
Kids aren't living on a sailboat for a year. Like, come on, y'all.
Yeah, no, there ain't no way in hell. So, yeah, obviously you have to suspend the disbelief. So, happy birthday, Plobster, from Amanda. And move that, and oh, yay! It's Art the Clown because Amanda loves Art the Clown so much.
Oh, I do. Oh, no, wait. That's you.
Well, I mean, you did say you would come on for that episode, but you just won't have anything nice to say at all.
Well, I will be there, but I'm not watching the movie again.
Pretty much.
Doesn't mean I won't be there.
So,
All right. Well, happy birthday. Hope you like it. It's not much, but it was a little
no,
something.
I absolutely
something.
positively love it. So back to the only other question that I have before we get to the top fives and the reviews. It was brought up at the end of the movie, and Michael is given an award as being the asshole of the year. In your opinion, is Michael the asshole of the year?
No, I think what he said to Tony was very heartfelt, and he believed it at the time and felt it. His timing was very poor. Obviously, Tony was in her feelings. Her friends had basically just used her house for a fuck pad. You know, she's sitting there thinking that Debbie and Michael are fucking and she's in love with him. I honestly couldn't believe that she was just going to leave the next day without talking to him. Like, I didn't like that part either. Because what he said, like, what really got to me about his little speech was that, you know, he basically tells her, I had Debbie built up in my mind on this pedestal because she's so beautiful and unattainable. But I thought when I got to know her, it was going to be like hanging out with you, and it wasn't. And so he's realizing, okay, I would much rather spend time with Tony, who's my best friend, than with this girl who can only talk about herself and clothes and, you know, has a really dirty mouth and whatever and makes a scene everywhere she goes. Like, I mean, you don't want to root against Debbie, but you don't exactly want to root for her either, which I think they did a good job of towing that line.
Blurring the line
But what he-
between one reality and the other.
Yeah. But what he said was really beautiful. He just picked a really shitty fucking time to say it to her. So that's my
Yeah.
opinion. I don't think he's an asshole. I think he's just a dude in high school with bad timing.
Well, I mean, like you said earlier, he's what, 16, 17 years old?
Yeah, I mean, he's turning 17. That, you know, at that party.
So, yeah, it's like you can't be expected to know all the perfect ways to act and behave. You have to grow up and make mistakes and learn and grow as a human. So,
Like,
I mean,
I don't think Tony was wrong for reacting the way she did in that moment. I did think she was wrong for not clearing things up with him before she went on a boat for a year. Like, but I get it. Her heart was broken. You know, it's tough.
but did she go on that boat for a year?
Obviously, she didn't because, oh my God, Michael realizes that she wrote all the letters.
Oh, God. And then you have your overboard moment at the end.
So, real quick though, that I don't want to like get fully into it because you know we're already pushing an hour, but the other whole part of the movie that we are missing is, and I could see how some people were like, oh, this is distracting, but it's the whole parents being involved because the letters fall into the wrong hands by accident and chaos fucking ensues between Michael's parents and Debbie's parents. And it's, I don't know, I really appreciated like the slapstick of it and like the, you know, kind of
Yeah.
how the misunderstandings. Now, in real life, you know, Debbie's mom and Michael's dad did kiss. They did go to a makeout spot together and kiss again, and nothing else happened. But
Until they realized that they were parked next to
their kids,
each other's son and daughter.
But also Connie and Lou kiss too, so I guess maybe it all cancels each other out. But it is a side plot of the movie, but it was pretty funny, especially the whole bridge card scene, you know, and Lou's trying to drown the whatever his name is in the fish tank, and poor Connie when the stuff gets spilled on her. Her reaction is priceless. She's just like, like it was so funny. So side story of it, but I thought it was kind of funny, and you know, I like that they appealed for the adults too, not just the kids.
Yeah.
So yeah. But then everybody
So-
realizes, and then yeah, Michael gets his hands on both letters because Debbie's like, "Where's the guy who wrote me these letters?" And he's like, "I didn't write these." And then ding, ding, ding. He finally remembers he has a love letter of his own. That was the other thing I didn't like. I get he's obsessed with Debbie, but you're just going to forget that a girl wrote you the most beautiful thing you'd ever read. You even said so. Like, anyway.
Yeah. I
But
don't
it all
even
works
think I
out.
would forget, but
She jumps off the boat. She gets off the plane, whatever. They live happily ever after, at least through their senior year of high school, I suspect.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to pose that question as well before we wrapped, but does this feel like a happily ever after for the rest of their life, or yeah, they probably go on for a couple of years and have some fun and then move on like Robin and Ted?
I wish we knew how long they had been friends, and that will come up in my top 5. But because I think that lends weight to how their relationship would work out. Because people change. I mean, you change when you go to college in your 20s to your 30s. Like, and it's not always a bad thing, but sometimes you grow apart from people. But whatever, it's an 80s rom com. I love this movie. So I'm going to think they got married and had kids that went to college without any kind of deception or forgery.
All right. So, do you have a top 5 list that you would like to share with our unpopped kernels?
I do. So I picked my top 5 friends to lovers couples from movies. So honorable mentions, I already kind of brought up Watts and Keith from Some Kind of Wonderful. Monty and Courtney from With Honors, a slept-on 90s movie.
Yeah.
Jamie and Chris from Just Friends, and Zach and Mary from Zach and Mary Make a Porno. Okay. My number 5 is Quincy and Monica from Love and Basketball. You know, that's one like childhood friends to college lovers and get married and all that.
You're going to get Harvey's vote for that one.
I know. Number 4 is another one that is one where you know how long they've been friends, so it affects how you see the outcome. Jenna and Maddie from 13 Going on 30. They've been best friends since they were little kids. So it's like, you know, it's easier to believe that they could fall in love and be together forever. Number 3 is Tony and Michael from Secret Admirer. I like to think they stayed together and blah, blah, blah. Number 2, Harry and Sally from When Harry Met Sally. Took them a long time, but they got there. When you realize you want to spend the rest of your life with someone, you want the rest of your life to start as soon as possible. One of the best movie quotes ever.
You're really sucking up to Harvey this episode, aren't you?
Whatever. And then my number 1, Robbie and Julia from Wedding Singer. Just one of the cutest of all time.
Because he wants to grow old with her.
Their friendship was short-lived and became a love story quickly, but still, gotta love that movie. So
yeah, that's definitely a movie couple that will go on for decades and decades and decades.
Yes. Live forever in my heart.
I went with my top 5 favorite Kelly Preston roles.
Very nice.
So I only have 6. I have 1 honorable mention and then my top 5.
All right.
But my honorable mention, please don't shoot me. It's not anything against the movie. It's the fact that it's my least watched of the 5 that made my top 5.
Okay.
But my honorable mention is Deborah from Secret Admirer.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
Number 5 is going to be from a movie that I do not believe my Plobster has seen yet, but should see if we can find it somewhere. Tish from Space Camp.
No, I haven't seen that.
This year, more than any, it is definitely prevalent to see because had the events of, I believe, last week not happened in 1986, this movie probably would have gotten a bigger box office than what it did. But Space Camp literally came out just months after the Challenger exploded.
Oh, okay.
And it's a whole long, complicated issue, but yeah. Number 4, the amazing badass herself, Avery from Jerry Maguire.
Don't ever stop fucking me. The way that came out of nowhere, and I was like, oh my God.
Well, and it's literally followed up by, or preceded by Renee Zellweger talking to her 8-year-old son. I don't know who landed him, but she must be one classy lady.
Yeah.
And then don't ever stop. Yeah.
Oh, so great.
Number 3 is going to be Gabby from the movie Jack Frost.
Oh yeah, I forgot she was in that. Such a good movie.
The mom.
Yeah.
And then my last 2 are a couple of my all-time favorite movies of all time, not even just because of Kelly Preston, but
Even though one of them she's only in for less than 5 minutes, I think I know which one you're going with, but go ahead.
well, number 2 is For Love of the Game.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
So she plays Kevin Costner's love interest
Yeah.
in the movie as well. If you're not a baseball fan, it might not necessarily be an easy watch to sit through, but it's not necessarily as difficult as it could be, though, either.
It's not one of my
Um,
favorites.
and number 1, it's technically not a Kelly Preston starring role. It's Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger starring movie, but it is Marnie from Twins.
Twins is so fucking good. And she's really cute in that
Again,
movie. So.
another slept on 80s movie that nobody talks about ever.
Which I don't get.
Oh, yeah.
I
mean,
I thought you were going to say Christine. That's why I said less than like 5 minutes of screen time. But
yeah, that was the reason why Christine didn't make the list. Was
yeah,
she only had
yeah.
like 5 minutes of screen time. So, but yes,
Nice.
definitely a great actress and definitely gone well before her time. So,
Very much.
may she rest in peace, even though we do not support people who worship at the Church of L. Ron Hubbard.
Yeah, I know. It's
So,
unfortunate, but
yeah, exactly. So, if you were going to rate the movie out of 5, what would you give it?
I mean, you know, like I said, this is very nostalgia clouded for me. It's a movie I grew up loving. I thought it was so much fun. It had really great comedy. It had a lot of heart. It gives you the happy ending that you want. I don't know. I just, you know, I really, really enjoy it, and I don't care what anybody says. I'll try to be objective because I do think there are some issues with it. You know what? I don't care. I'm going to give it 4.5 out of 5 chili burgers to the face.
Whack! I mean, that chili burger literally fucking.
Poor Roger.
Yeah.
But also not poor Roger. He made his bed.
He deserved everything he got and more.
Yeah.
So,
although technically, the thing that Debbie shoved a chili burger in his face for was made up by Tony.
true.
He still deserved it, but it wasn't actually true. But Tony just wasn't done exacting her revenge, which I appreciate. How about you? What would you rate this movie? What?
So yeah, I mean, like you said, there's issues throughout this movie from start to finish.
I don't know about that.
Well, I don't think they're horrible issues by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, Do the characters have a severe lack of common sense? Yes.
Sometimes.
65-70% of the time. Is it cheesy AF? It's
Of
an
course.
80s it's an 80s teen rom-com. I mean, what do you expect from an 80s
Duh.
rom-com? Exactly. If you go into this movie not having ever seen it before and you don't expect perfection, it can be a very entertaining movie to watch. But like I said, it's not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but it's still a great movie. I'm going to give it 4 horny, confused parents out of 5.
Nice. I will say, Dre watched this movie for the first time recently and he enjoyed it. I want to say it got like a 6.5 out of 10 on his ranking system, but he didn't hate it, which is, if you know Dre, says a lot about him for 80s movies. So,
Yeah, and yeah, Dre doesn't. He can be a harsh critic, especially when it comes to all things 80s.
yes.
So, not anything against Dre. We love you, Dre. Um,
Well, and especially when,
so
and again, I totally understand this, not a single black person in this film. So, I get it.
no, I mean, yeah, it
I mean, there
not
could
one.
be one in the high school in the background somewhere, but and again, I'm not looking for
Not
them,
enough
like,
to where you would
but
even notice.
I do not think there is a single melanated person in this movie. So,
No, I think you're right. So, this was a lot of fun. I believe both of your awesome hosting parties would definitely say if you have not seen this movie, and judging by the number of people who reviewed it on the Rotten Tomatoes, we think you haven't. Um, Definitely go check it out, though. If you love all things cheesy in 80s, you'll enjoy this movie. It's fun.
and if you've only seen C. Thomas Howell on Criminal Minds, it might redeem him for you.
I can only hope, honestly, that
He's not just a serial killer, my friends. He can also play a romantic lead if you let him. Not serial
yeah, I
killing
mean,
people, by the way.
the guy definitely has a range of characters. He's not just been pigeonholed into one specific type of character.
Yeah, I mean, watch The Hitcher. That movie is so good and so terrifying, and he is really good in that.
Yeah.
Uh, That movie has a kill scene that this would be an interesting like top 5 deaths that you don't even see and know they're brutal, because Jennifer Jason Leigh's death in that movie, you don't even see it and you still want to like scream because you know what's happening
Yeah.
to her. I can't even talk about it. Anyway.
No. Farkin bueno. So,
Okay, sorry.
obviously, we cannot end our kickoff to Slept on 80s Movies Month without thanking our amazing Unpopped Kernels for being here each and every week for us. You guys are, as always, incredible. You are amazing. I'm going to add to that list, though, one more thank you to everybody who sent in a birthday message from near and afar. I love you guys all. You guys are awesome. You're helping make the transition deeper into my old age be a little bit more manageable. So, as I'm sitting here playing with the gray hairs in my beard,
Haha, you're old.
you're not very far behind me, lady.
Oh, I know. And some troll on a Facebook post I commented on said I looked at least 50 the other day. So I'm dealing with that.
No, Because
He's
if
a
you're
goddamn liar, but whatever.
because if you're 50, that means I'm pushing almost 52.
I don't
So
look a day over 47, ass face.
exactly. So
Exactly.
but yeah, so coming up over the next 3 weeks, we've got 4 more episodes coming for you as well. Um, obviously Monday we will be back with you to wish happy birthday, happy anniversary, whatever you want to call it, to an evening at the movies. And Brandy, you're an ass.
She's not wrong. You are older, and you always will be.
Yeah. And
You and
you're
Harvey are older than me. I can always drink to that. Woo! Cheers,
yeah, but
bitches.
you live in the same house with somebody who's younger than you are.
I know.
Not by
I
much,
know.
but he's younger than you are.
I'm like Debbie. I'm a cradle robber.
So, but yes, 5th anniversary on Monday. For that, we were going to talk and create the Icon Awards, but due to the untimely passing last week of Catherine O'Hara, we're going to do a Catherine O'Hara tribute. And because we've already talked about 2 of her greatest characters of all time, um, from Beetlejuice and from Home Alone and Home Alone 2, we're going to talk about a 3rd iconic character that she did, and we're going to talk Maura Rose from Schitt's Creek, and we're going to talk season 1 of Schitt's Creek on Monday. So
You
join us for
fold
that.
in the cheese.
Yeah, I was going to say talking about cheese.
I will be saying, Casey, stop acting like a disgruntled pelican.
That's not going to happen. It might happen depending upon what happens on Sunday. If the right thing doesn't happen on Sunday, I'm going to be one angry, upset.
Why do you think I was planning on saying that on Monday? I already know what's going to happen on Sunday. Anyway.
No, you don't. Well, I know what better happened on Sunday, but I digress. But yes, coming up after that, we've got the Money Pit, Ruthless People, and Young Sherlock Holmes. Probably at least for one or a couple of those.
Young Sherlock Holmes. Uh-oh, we lost him. He's buffering. That's what he gets for talking shit about my Patriots. His internet said, nope, fuck you, dude.
First of all, at least it won't be Tom Brady that's beating us if we end up losing. So.
Yeah, it'll be a very young Drake May. Suck on that. Who is also adorable. I can't call him hot because it feels pervy, but
because you're old enough to be his mother.
Fuck you. Fuck you. I take back my happy birthday. Fuck you.
Okay, I'll give you back.
But also, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. Anyway.
Yeah, Papa Palpatine has said, though, that he would like to be on as many of the episodes this month as he can. So we're going to try and get him definitely on for Young Sherlock Holmes, and
which I haven't seen.
I am not going to let that honestly surprises me, and I am actually excited to hear what your thoughts are because
I'm excited to watch it.
I'll save my thoughts for that episode when we get there.
Yeah.
But because I don't want to spoil anything. But definitely lots of fun. And then, like I said earlier, we've got buddy cop movies coming up. We've got up and coming female actresses coming up. And then closer towards this summer, if you couldn't tell from the clues earlier, we will be doing vampire, not keyword not Twilight movies.
Yeah.
So y'all got 2 Twilight movies out of me last week. You're not getting one again for a little while. So, but yeah, lots of fun. We have all kinds of greatness planned for you this year and the rest of the month. So, co-host, the floor is yours. That way.
Well, happy birthday, Casey. Yes. And I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you haven't seen Secret Admirer, definitely go watch it. If you like 80s movies, I think you'll enjoy it. It fits the formula. There's nothing to hate about it. But yeah, thanks for watching and listening, and we hope you all come back for an evening at the movies. Goodbye.
Peace and hair grease for the last time as a 48-year-old.